Yeah. She say that she a wonderland.
It's Stacy, and today I'm going to be sharing a story time of how I locked my family out of the house on Easter. I know what you guys are thinking, like, what is wrong with me? Like, I was really mad at myself for this. Usually for my family, it's a huge tradition for us to go to church on Easter, all the big holidays, but I'm like, my family's pretty religious, so we usually go to church like every Sunday or sometimes Wednesdays or whenever there's like a huge service that we're really up to. But every Easter we go to church. That is a huge thing for my family. There are usually two churches that I usually go to. One of them is a traditional Haitian church and the other one is an American church. But we usually go to the American one because it's really like, it's closer to us. It's very efficient for us to go to that church. But the Haitian church, it's a good distance and it's super early and it ends, like, it's literally school hours for the Haitian church. So we preferably like to go to the American church. But the Haitian church, we feel more content in what we're doing there. So story time, there are literally 4 people. Me, my mom, my god sister, and my god sister's mother. I'm gonna call my god sister's mother Tasha, and I had recently been in a car accident where it was like really bad. Like the car had flipped over, like her knee. I know knees can't break, but her knee was just not in function. She was not able to walk. Her knee was, I'm gonna just say broken, okay? Her knee was broken. And you know, she had really been through a rough accident. She wanted to go to church, but she didn't really have a ride, and neither did my god sister. So she hit my mom, and they just ended up going to church with us, okay? That's what happened. And they're my family. Like, I consider them family. They're just, we're not blood. They're my family. We go to their house, we pick them up or whatever, and they're all set. We go to church, we felt contentment, we were happy, and that is over. That's that. You know, we went to church, cool, awesome. Way back from church, they're just talking randomly, and they're just like, you know, I don't really have food at home, like that. And my mom's like, dang, you know, I feel like eating something real good. I don't really have food at home either, like, you know, what's good? Basically trying to lead on to, you know, let's go to a restaurant and eat type stuff. Eventually, through all that talking, they just come to a conclusion, let's go to a restaurant to eat. This restaurant was a Caribbean restaurant. They have like really good food, and usually restaurants are open on Easter, but Caribbean restaurants are open on Easter, okay? So I was wearing heels, and me and heels do not work together. I do not like heels. They look nice on people's feet. They're gorgeous, but on me, I don't like heels. Like, I slip, I'll fall. Like, my ankles are super small. My feet are really small, so they cannot support my body, especially in heels, okay? So I don't work good with heels. I told my mom, can we stop home before we go to the restaurant so I could change into like some sandals or something, because I can't stay in these heels. Like, she was just like, okay, cool, we'll just stop home. We went to my house, and keys. Okay, she gives me keys. Now, in this set of keys, it's her car keys, the house keys as well, like together, connected. She didn't separate them, they were connected. She gave it to me so I could go inside the house, get sandals, and I think I had to get something for her too. Just do what I need to do, come out, and then we could go out to eat, okay? So I go and I'm running towards the door because I'm trying to eat too. We're all hungry, like we're all starving, trying to go get something to eat. Like I said, this church is super long. It's literally school hours. We're starving. Walk in and I put my keys on the table. I change my shoes and I get what I have to get. And then as I'm walking out, I'm so content to have this good meal, I forget the keys on the table. And it didn't slip my mind. So I'm walking out, I'm going straight out the door. Once I close the door, I realize I left the keys inside. At this point, I'm like about to bust out crying. Like, I start pushing at the door as if it's gonna open, like as if it's gonna bust open or something. Like, I'm pushing at the door, like I'm taking out my bobby pins in my hair. But I start trying to open the door because I know if I walk out there and my mom sees me with no keys in my hands, that's me. I'm gone. Like, I'm gone. So this door was not gonna open. It was a new door. Like, there were like new locks, everything. Like, you can't do nothing. Though it was like bulletproof, everything. I just take that L. I walk out the door with such disappointment. I go out there and I tell them with the most saddest voice. I told my mom, I'm like, I left the keys inside. Like, I say it with such a low voice, and I say it while I'm outside the car, so if something happens, I could run. Like, I was like about to run from my mom. Mom looked at me and she was just like, oh my. She just went on. Like, if you know Caribbean parents, they just go on talking. You was just going in on me, like, just rambling. Like, she started talking about other things that didn't even have to do with the keys. Like, she was like, and this is why you never clean your room, and this is why you don't wash the dishes. Like, she started talking about other things that they had nothing to do with the keys. And I could tell that Tasha and my god sister were in the car with such disappointment. They were just like, dang, we were looking forward to this meal. And you know, it would be one thing if my mom had the car keys, you know, we could just go out to eat and then we could come back and deal with it. Nah, bro, the keys had the car keys and the house keys, so we couldn't do anything. Like, we were hot. It was hot. We couldn't turn on the AC, nothing, because we didn't have the car keys, okay? Where I live, it's literally a community, so they usually have like an extra key or something to help you out. It's Easter, so the office is closed. And I had an adrenaline rush. I literally ran the office, and on the door, it had a paper where it said like what number to call in case of an emergency, or not an emergency, what number to call in case, you know, the office isn't open, something like that. I call office and they pick up and they're like, hello, how may I help you? I'm like, bro, I'm locked out my house. Like, is there a way you could send something? I'm like, is there a way you could send someone? Like, what's good? They're like, okay, thank you, ma'am. Like, they ask all the information or whatever. I tell them, and they're like, okay, we'll fax this to the office. I'm sitting here like, what you mean you're gonna fax this to the office? The office is closed. There's no help, to be honest. But my mom had connections in the community we lived, so she knew the workers, and some of the workers lived in the community, and that's why they set it up that way. After like 30 minutes, we're still sitting in the hot sun. I'm like separated from my family because I'm like, bro, I know they're gonna yell at me, so let me just sit on my little bench and cry my little tears and call it a day. Still sitting here trying to figure out a plan. Like, I call the number again. Like, no, nothing's really even helping me at this point. Eventually, we saw a worker, like maybe like a good 45 minutes or an hour passes, and we see a worker walking towards the office. And in our mind, we're like, thank Jesus, like, you know, this worker came for us, you know? And my mom knows him very well. So we like, hey, yo, like, we're yelling because this person's like across, like the office is pretty far from where we are. We're like yelling, we're like, yo, like, we're yelling, trying to get this guy's attention. Like, why is he looking all confused? Isn't he coming for us, you know? And my mom hits him up. My mom's like, oh, yo, like, we got locked out. We called. We thought you were coming for us. He's like, oh, no, I don't even have the keys. At that moment, I was like, bro, like, he didn't even have the keys to open us. He's saying, so-and-so has it. And we're sitting here like, well, dang, like, where's so-and-so? But then again, it was Easter and it was a Sunday, so what were we expecting? Pretty much 20 to 30 minutes passed and he left, and then we see so-and-so, the lady, and we're like, hey, yo, like, can you open the door for us? What's good? She's like, yeah, I got the keys. And she's literally like, you know, it's Easter, right? You know, we have family time and all this stuff. And I'm like, I understand. Like, in my mind, I'm like, I understand you, but like, I don't care. Can you just open the door so we could go eat, bruh? He opens the door, and we eventually have to pay. I eventually have to pay like $25. I think it was $40. I don't remember. But my mom made me pay that. And we just went on our merry way. Everyone's just sitting there like, dang, you locked us out the house, you know? Like, everyone's just sitting there. And my Tasha, she's pretty chill. She's just like, dang, Stacey locked us out. She's not like, oh my god, you know? My mom's just sitting there like, I can't believe I made a child who can't even do anything right. Like, my mom's just sitting here going in on me, and I'm just sitting here like, dang, like, you right, to be honest. Like, I feel so stupid. Like, what is wrong with me? I let food take over my mind. You know, I go to that restaurant and I'm not even hungry. Like, I'm full of regret. Like, I'm just so hurt that I could do this. So I go there, I'm not even hungry. I'm not even like interested. The end of the story. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoy this. Comment down below if you guys want to hear more story times. What do you think of the story time? What you guys would like me to change about my story times? Like, just let me know how you guys feel about it, you know? Make sure to subscribe to this channel and give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Hey guys, it's Stacey, and today I am going to give you guys an update on how I grew my Xmas bag. About 4 months and a half.
Sweet like candy cane.